First and foremost is the law enforcement side and the safety of the school and safety of the people in the school. First thing is getting we have a box up front that you can leave anonymous tips or those kind of things in. And every once in a while, we get some good ones. And then walking the hallways is the big thing. So I walk all the hallways and make sure that all the doors that are supposed to be locked are locked. The exterior doors don't have pencils stuffed in them, and kids can come in and out of them as they please. And making sure that the hallways are clear, kids are in classes, those kind of things. That's a huge non-law enforcement part that helps me out in the law enforcement side. If I don't allow kids to roam the hallways, then I don't allow and give them time to create problems inside the school. Visibility is huge. I think me being visible in the hallways, me being visible, students and teachers knowing that there's a police officer every day, not a new face, but someone who knows them and knows their concerns inside the school, and having someone to just come talk to if they have a concern on more of a friendship level than you being able to call a police officer who off the street that you don't know at all. So that relationship that we build there, being in the school every day, I think is probably one of the biggest things that makes everybody feel safe. The other thing that we get with building that relationship by having an officer in the school every day is 50% of the crimes that go on in the school, I have students who come and tell me that they are going to happen or have happened, which cuts down on the actual crime inside the schools. So building that relationship with teachers and kids knowing that there's someone there every day, it definitely drops the crime inside the school buildings. If I solely just stayed with the law enforcement mindset of I'm the cop in the school, I would only get to deal with about 10% of the school population. I have to figure out ways on how to get involved in the school with the other 90%. At least once a week, I'm in a classroom talking about a topic, not always law enforcement related. Last year I was assistant coach on the wrestling team, so I've really put myself inside the school social life so that I can build those relationships with the 90% of the kids that I don't deal with on a law enforcement side. The police department has a thing called the diversion program. That basically what that is, if we understand kids make mistakes. So it's almost a second chance for them. But it has worked out very well in the past 2 years. They go to the school so I can check on them on a day-to-day basis. I can call them down to my office and talk with them. And originally the conversation started out with what they need to do and what they don't need to do. But eventually I get to speak with these kids about their home lives and what kind of sports they're into, and build somewhat of a working relationship with them, which in turn helps me on down the road, because those are the kids that come back to me and tell me what's going on inside of the school. I had 3 kids who asked if I could give them their high school diploma when they graduated. So, you build that relationship. I would have never imagined a kid would want a police officer to hand him his high school diploma. But that's very cool. The other thing that SROs have an effect on it is you have those kids who are on the fence. They're not really troubled kids, but they just have no direction in life. And one thing I'm very proud of is speaking with those kids, dealing with those kids. We probably have 15 of those from Westerville City Schools that have now joined our Explorer Post. They didn't know what they wanted to do in life. They really didn't belong to anything. They were kind of the outcast type of kid. And after speaking with them and building that kind of friendship with them, they've decided, hey, I want to join the Westerville Police Explorer Post. And 90% of them will not be police officers. I understand that, but we're building values in them to help them succeed in life later on. And that all started through SROs, just talking to kids in the hallways and building relationships with them.